So I've watched you on Celebrity Apprentice a little. Why don't you talk a lot on Celebrity Apprentice?
See what I just did there? Did I have to say anything?
No.
Okay. Next question.
Why did you want to do Celebrity Apprentice a second time?
I didn't want to do it again. I did not. My wife made me do it. Ask your dad. He knows what that means.
Why did you choose the American Red Cross as your charity?
Because my house burned down in June of 2011, and I was in Alaska. And right after the firemen got there, the Red Cross folks got there, and they were the ones really that took care of my wife and my little girls that were at the house when the house burned. They took my wife and girls and started asking my wife all these questions. Do you have your keys? Do you have the medication? Do you have your wallet? Do you have all these things? And I was embarrassed that I didn't know that the Red Cross did that the Red Cross responded to house fires. Over 70,000 house fires a year the Red Cross responds to. And I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that either. And so it took me a couple of days to get home from Alaska, and I was just so thankful that the Red Cross was there to take care of my wife and kids when I couldn't be there. Of course, I've got a lot of friends, and they all showed up, soon after that. But the first people on the scene to make sure my family was okay was the Red Cross. And I felt like I owed them for that, so that's why I went and did it for the Red Cross.
Okay. On Celebrity Apprentice, who would you rather have on your team if you could choose one person? Gary Busey or Omarosa? And why?
I'm going to go with Omarosa. Because I can sick her on people. I can say, Omarosa, get that guy. Which Gary probably would too, but it's harder to call Gary off.
Okay, so your new album, Love Will. Why did you call it Love Will?
Well, there's a song on there called Love Will.
Yeah.
And I just liked that open-ended question that the title poses. When you put love will, ... it lets whoever the listener is finish that sentence, and it means something different for every person that buys that record, don't you think? I mean, if you ask 20 people to finish that statement, love will what? And they would all answer it differently, probably. Love will heal, love will destroy, love will save, there's just infinite number of ways to finish that statement. I just thought it was, just thought it was interesting.
So I was listening to your album this afternoon, and I noticed there weren't any songs like Honky Tonk the Donk Donk on Love Will. Why weren't there any funny songs on it? Why were they all like serious love songs?
I thought there almost was one funny one on there, and it just didn't feel like it fit. All these songs kind of had a kind of adult kind of theme to them, I just thought that needed to be the feel of the record, that's the way the record needed to feel. It needed to feel grown up, it needed to feel adult, it needed to feel fairly serious.
Now, why did you want Colby Calais to sing on Watch the World in Me?
Because she's fantastic. The real answer to that question is because Colby has this certain texture to her voice that I just love. She has this kind of sultry thing about her voice that just, I find it mesmerizing, and I just thought that our voices together would sound pretty good. I have to be careful with a voice like this. A female voice with mine doesn't always work.
Yeah.
It has to be a specific kind, I think, and Kobe has that voice.
Now, the video, I read a little about it, and it said you asked people to send you pictures of who they'd watch the world in with. What kind of pictures do people send you for the video?
We had all kind of pictures. We had pictures of babies and pictures of parents and pictures of girlfriends and boyfriends and husbands and wives and people that were passed away, pets. It was just anything you can imagine. Guy sent a picture of his car. I liked him.
Did it make you cry?
It was a Chevelle. Which is understandable. It was a cool muscle car.
Why did you ask Marie Montez to sing with you on TV next week instead of someone that's better known? Public.
Because I think she's a great singer, and I just thought that it was a good opportunity for her, and I had a chance to hear her sing a few months ago, and I just I'm in a position to be able to do something for somebody that I know what it would have meant to me when I was 19 years old if somebody would have come to me and said, would you like to go to New York City and sing with me on the Today Show? I mean, I know what that would have meant to me, and I'm in a position to be able to do that, and it just, that's one of those kinds of things that still makes me happy in this business. You get jaded and you get tired of all the stuff, but to see a young person with that kind of excitement on their face, that's real, and I love that. And to be able to do that for somebody makes me feel good.
Now, the song Kiss You All Over on your Love Will album, what does that make you think of?
Makes me think of 1978 when I was a junior in high school, and I would go down to the drive-in after football practice, and I would hear that song at least a half a dozen times in one afternoon. Right, Brian? I mean, that song, kids like you and you have no idea how big a hit that song was. That song was a hit around the world. It was like Gangnam Style in 1978.
Is that why you wanted, what were they?
Ain't that song? Gangnam, whatever. Gangnam, whatever.
Is that why you wanted Exile to sing it with you?
Well, actually, they came to me first. Not to me, but to my bass player, Greg Baker at the time, and he came to me and he said he got a call from JP, and JP wanted to redo the song and wanted me, because it was like the 30th anniversary of the song, and he wanted me to go in and or the 35th anniversary of the song, and wanted me to go in and sing the low part, because the guy that sang the low part passed away, and he wanted me to go in and sing it with him. So we all went, all the Exile guys went in and took me with them, and we all went in the studio and cut the song. Had a blast doing it. It was great. And for me, it was one of those things that one of those surreal moments in this business where I got to go in the studio with somebody who to me was an icon. I mean, these guys were rock stars around the world, and then they had a very successful country music career after that. But I mean, these are guys that I looked up to, and had done all their songs when I was playing clubs, and I used to do Super Love and all those songs that they were having hits with back then. I was singing all those songs too. It was just a great opportunity to go in the studio with some guys that are legends to me.
What do you like most about being a country singer?
Not having to work.
And then my last question, what song on the album do you want your daughters to listen to most?
On this album?
Yes, Love Will.
I think I'd probably want them to listen to Love Will. That'd probably be what I want to listen to, because I think that just the message of that song, love is the most important thing in this world. You know, without love, none of us have a reason to even be here. And I think that's what I want them to know. Without love, none of this means anything.